welcome to Polish with Ray. I'm Rachel, and today I'm going to be sharing with you some polishes that will be available in February's Hella Handmade Creations shop. So if you haven't shopped Hella Handmade Creations before, it is a monthly collaboration similar to Polish Pickup, Little Box of Horrors, I feel like I'm forgetting one, Polish Gamers Box, that's the one. So a lot of different indie makers come together each month and sell a limited edition item, usually a polish, but there are lots of other products available on Hella Handmade Creations as well. But instead of having a common theme, like a unified theme site-wide, the makers are allowed to pick their own themes. And I feel like that lends itself to some additional creativity from the makers. And the past few months, I feel like I've seen such innovative polishes coming from HHC. It's made me excited as a customer, but as a swatcher this month, I was like, oh my gosh, I have got to share these with you all. I would be doing them and you a disservice if I did not share them on my channel. The offerings this month just blew me away. But anyway, back to what HHC is. So each maker gets to choose their own theme to follow. They have to participate for, I think, at least 6 months. And so they create a limited edition polish each month towards that theme. And it's whatever they want. Sometimes it's like a specific video game that they really like Fallout, Knees Lacquer. Or sometimes it's like 90s TV, Moonshine Mani. Or I've seen different kinds of flowers or plants, you know, it can be anything. So if you pick up each polish that the maker creates towards that theme, it's kind of like you have your own little collection from that maker. It's really cool. The shopping window for Hella Handmade Creations is a set group of dates. I love that as well. The shopping window always opens on the 14th of the month and it's open through the 21st. And wish listing on the site is available on the 1st. So you have a full 2 weeks to peruse the site, decide what you want. I just feel like the overall vibe is very relaxed and I'm here for it. If you have questions about how Hella Handmade Creations works, let me know down in the comments and I will try my best to answer them for you. I have 5 gorgeous polishes that will be available for February, so let's go ahead and check out the swatches. We're going to start by taking a look at Sassy Sauce's first offering. So this is called A Decade of Decadence. It's going to be $13 and it's capped at 300 bottles. I feel like this one is going to sell out, just a warning. This one is described as being a fiery copper to red multi-chrome magnetic with a blue sparkle in the background when magnetized. So this polish is to celebrate Hella Handmade Creations' 10th anniversary polish. So some makers did 2 polishes this month, one towards their own theme and one to celebrate Hella Handmade Creations. Look at that magnetic pool. Oh my goodness. I feel like I said pool. I meant pull. But anyway, this one had kind of a shearer formula. When applied on the first coat, I was thinking, oh, is this going to build up to full opacity? How I would recommend applying this one is not using a magnet for the first couple coats and applying it just as a normal polish and then magnetizing the 3rd coat only. Because if you magnetize all 3 with the cat eye effect, you may see a little bit of your visible nail showing through. How gorgeous is this? I love the contrast between like the black base and the fiery magnetic pigment, the blue sparkles, just wow. So here's what it looks like in the sunlight. On my middle and ring finger is with a 30-pound horseshoe magnet, and then pointer and pinky is with doing the cat eye effect. Gosh, if I had to pick a way to wear this one, for me it would be velvet. I just love the effect when you flip your nail and you get to see the flash of blue. Here's what it looks like built up in 3 coats with no magnet. It's just a gorgeous like multi-chrome. Very pretty that way also, but like you gotta magnetize this one. And here's what it looks like in my studio lights. Oh, that gold flash. This one is going right to my winter rack. And then here's what it looks like in just regular indoor lighting. Very, very beautiful. Oh, yeah, I can't say enough good things. And then Sassy Sauce's offering towards their theme is called Everyday I'm Trufflin. This one's going to be $13. It's also capped at 300 bottles. It's described as being a chocolate base with a copper to red shimmer and holographic flame. This one is continuing their shoes series, and this one is inspired by a chocolate shoe. This one was really smooth and even and easy to work with. It has more of a jelly base, which I love because when you build it up, you get that squishiness, and it's got that kind of jelly base that's just pigmented enough to reach full opacity in 3 coats. In 3 coats, I had no visible nail line, but tons of squishiness. And I typically do not love flakies and hollow together, but in this polish, they just work. I think it's because the flakies are really fine and tiny. I find that they complement each other really well. So here's 3 coats with a glossy top coat in some overcast lighting outdoors. The flakies really shine in this lower lighting, and oh, man, like come fall, I'm gonna love having this on my nails. And then I had to show off that hollow. Here's what it looks like in my studio lighting. You can see the shift in the flakies. It's so beautiful. I love that flash of gold. And then here's what it looks like in just regular indirect indoor lighting. Really, really beautiful. Next up, we have Moonshine Mani's offering. It's called the Fresh Prince. This one will be $13. It is capped at 200 bottles, and it's described as being a rich lime green crelly filled with pink to orange to gold iridescent flakes, black matte flakes, and rose gold metallic microflakes. Interesting. I didn't even catch those rose gold flakes when I was watching this. So this one also has a really squishy, juicy jelly formula. It covers really well, so if you wanted to layer this on top of something, it's so smooth and even. I feel like it would be great to layer with. And 3 coats, I got very close to full opacity. If I was looking closely, I could see a little bit of visible nail line showing through, but it was not super obvious. I feel like the vibrance and saturation of that base and all the gorgeous flakies distract from the nail line really well on this one. I was super intimidated by this color when it came in the mail, but on my nails, I loved it. Something about like the squishy formula. This is natural indoor lighting, by the way. I'm by a window. Something about the squishy finish just made this one feel a little less abrasive and so like wearable, and I adored it. I loved the flash of iridescent flakes, the warm. I thought it was really unexpected. And I don't think that I said the inspiration. This one is Fresh Prince of Bel-Air inspired, continuing the 90s TV series that Moonshine Mani is doing. Up next, we have an offering from Knees Lacquer. This one's called When Things Look Glum, Vote 31. This is going to be $13.50. There is no cap, and this is described as being a mid-toned blue with magnetic gold microflakes. This is continuing the Fallout series that Knees has been doing for a little while. So same thing with this one. When applying, because this has such a squishy jelly base, I would recommend, if you do cat eye for this, to do the first couple coats without a magnet and then just magnifying the top coat. That'll get you a more opaque look if that's what you're going for. This one is stunning. I loved the gold micro flakies. It felt so different from other magnetics I have because of those gold micro flakies and because of the squishy jelly base. I didn't love seeing my natural nail line, so I would probably layer this over something else or wear it velvet style where the natural nail line is more concealed. It's less noticeable. So here's 3 coats with a glossy top coat. Middle and ring finger are with the velvet effect. Look at that shift from gold to green to blue. I was not expecting that because it wasn't in the description. And then pointer and pinky are with the cat eye effect, and thumb is unmagnetized. Yeah, my preference for this, it's honestly gorgeous unmagnetized. Look at that. I would wear it unmagnetized, but middle and ring finger with the velvet effect stole the show for me. I love seeing that shift, like how the gold flakies just disappear and then flash in bright lighting. Oh. And then here's what it looks like in studio lighting. Gosh, so pretty. This one I found to be really unique to my collection as well. The final polish I have to share with you today is called Frozen Memories. This one is described as being an ocean blue jelly base with green to blue to lime iridescent flakes, green to blue glass flakes, and aqua metallic flakes. This one's going to be $13, and there is thankfully no cap because I feel like this one is also going to be very, very popular. So I need to know what kind of magic Cuticula puts in their flaky polishes, because I swear most of the time when I try polishes that are this flaky packed, they drag, they take forever to dry, and this one does none of those things. It dried down really quickly. It was smooth and even and easy to work with. Oh, it's gorgeous, and it feels like an ocean in a bottle. This is 3 coats with a glossy top coat. You can see you get full opacity, and aren't those flakies just fantastic? They're so shiny. I was devastated I didn't have sunlight when I swatched this, because I know this would be gorgeous in the sun. But here's what it looks like in some overcast lighting near a window. My goodness, I'm just shaking my head. Those flakies are out of control. Like, come on. And then here's what it looks like in my studio lighting. Just perfect. This polish is perfection. This is continuing the Dreamlight Valley series, and this is inspired by the Frozen Memories quest. I don't know anything about any of that, but maybe I should look into it, because this polish is fantastic. So those are all the items I have that will be available for February's Hella Handmade Creations shop. Of course, there will be a ton more available. I'm just sharing the small group that I was set in PR because I wanted to share them with you. So, top picks. If I could only choose one polish that I think you should really, really get, if you are a magnetics lover, Sassy Sauce, A Decade of Decadence. Oh my goodness. When I swatched this, my jaw was on the floor. I could not believe it. I've never had a magnetic that has this kind of contrast, the sensitivity, the reactiveness of the pigment to the magnet was mind-blowing. Like, it snapped to the magnet instantly. There were so many color shifts. It's this polish. I feel like I did my best to show you how beautiful it is, but truly you've got to see it in person to believe it. But I do have to give an honorable mention to these other 3 polishes too. The Cuticula, the Moonshine Mani, and the Knees Lacquer. The Cuticula like nearly blinded me when I unboxed it with those flakes. They are so shiny. It's wild. The Moonshine Mani is such a gorgeous, like, approachable shade of lime green. Like, if you're not a lime green polish lover like me, this shade is like lime green but wearable, and it's got this really squishy finish. I just love it. And then the Knees Lacquer. I have nothing like it. Also, as a magnetic fan, I really appreciated this one. Like, it was not that intense contrast, but it had this light, kind of airy feel to it, and the gold pigment was just beautiful against that blue. Again, these will be available the 14th through the 21st of February. If anything has a cap, it does risk selling out. So if you love something that has a low cap, make sure you try to shop as close to February 14th as possible. I'll link the Hella Handmade Creations site and their social media down in the description box so you can check out other swatches. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more Hella Handmade Creations reviews in the future, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!